They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but when it comes to women, those windows hold an entire universe of mystery, emotion, and unspoken words. A single glance from her can convey what 1,000 spoken sentences cannot. Whether it's the fiery passion of love, the quiet reassurance of empathy, or the subtle spark of intrigue, the complexity of a woman's gaze is nothing short of mesmerizing. Her eyes don't just see, they feel, invite, challenge, and even command. Today, we'll delve into the enchanting depths of the hidden language of women's eyes and uncover the unspoken truths they reveal. Imagine Cleopatra, the queen who captivated the Roman Empire, using nothing more than her presence and the intensity of her gaze. Her eyes were said to hold a power so magnetic that even Julius Caesar and Mark Antony fell under her spell. What made her gaze so compelling? Was it confidence, mystery, or the silent wisdom of a woman who knew her worth? These are the questions we explore as we unravel the complexity of women's eyes, a language that has transcended time and continues to leave its mark on the world. From the subtle shift of an eyebrow to the intensity of a lingering look, women's eyes can communicate emotions that words dare not touch. A brief glance can signal trust, curiosity, or even a gentle warning. Think about moments in your life when a woman's gaze stopped you in your tracks. Perhaps a mother's protective look, a lover's inviting stare, or even a stranger's enigmatic glance that lingered in your mind. The complexity lies in their ability to evoke feelings we can't always name, but never forget. 1. The eyes of love. A woman in love doesn't need words to express her feelings. Her eyes do it effortlessly. When she looks at the man she adores, her gaze is soft yet intense, filled with admiration and a quiet longing. It's the kind of look that makes time stand still, leaving the recipient captivated and yearning for more. Think of the way Juliet looked at Romeo, her eyes filled with devotion that transcended the chaos surrounding them. In our daily lives, this look manifests in subtle ways. A lingering glance across the room, a sparkle in her eyes when she laughs at his jokes, or the way her gaze lingers a fraction longer than necessary. These moments are fleeting yet powerful, a silent declaration of her emotions that needs no validation through words. Such eyes don't just express love, they ignite it. They remind us that true affection lies not in grand gestures, but in the quiet intensity of a look shared between two souls. If you've ever caught such a gaze, you know it's unforgettable. 2. The eyes of mystery. There's something undeniably alluring about a woman whose eyes seem to hold secrets. Her gaze teases and intrigues, inviting you to delve deeper into the enigma of her thoughts. Think of Mona Lisa's iconic smile. Her eyes seem to follow you, whispering stories you'll never fully understand. This type of gaze creates a magnetic pull, drawing people closer while keeping them guessing. It's the look of a woman who knows her worth, confident in her ability to fascinate without giving everything away. In real life, it's the quiet woman at the corner of the room whose eyes meet yours for a brief moment, sparking curiosity that lingers long after the moment passes. Such eyes are a reminder of the beauty of mystery. They challenge us to look beyond the surface and embrace the unknown. After all, the most captivating stories are those that remain untold. 3. The eyes of strength. A woman's strength often reveals itself in her eyes during moments of hardship. These are the eyes that face adversity head-on, refusing to falter. Think of Malala Yousafzai, whose gaze speaks of courage and resilience despite the challenges she's faced. Her eyes tell a story of unwavering determination and hope for a better future. In everyday life, these eyes belong to the single mother working tirelessly to provide for her children, or the woman standing up for what she believes in despite the odds. Her gaze inspires those around her, silently saying, "If I can endure this, so can you." The strength in these eyes reminds us that true power doesn't need to shout. It's steady, calm, and unrelenting, a quiet force that changes the world. 4. The eyes of empathy. Empathy shines through a woman's eyes in moments when words fall short. These are the eyes that see pain and offer comfort, the gaze that says, "I understand, and I'm here for you." Think of Princess Diana's compassionate gaze as she connected with people during her humanitarian work. This look is deeply personal, making the recipient feel seen and valued. It's the glance of a friend who listens without judgment, a nurse reassuring her patient, or a stranger who offers a kind smile when you need it most. Such eyes remind us of the power of human connection. They bridge gaps and heal wounds, proving that sometimes understanding can be conveyed in a single look. 5. The eyes of ambition. Ambition shines bright in the eyes of a woman with a vision. Her gaze is sharp, focused, and determined, exuding confidence and an unshakable belief in her abilities. Think of Oprah Winfrey, whose eyes reflect her journey of breaking barriers and inspiring millions. This look isn't just about achieving goals, it's about breaking stereotypes and rewriting narratives. In daily life, it's the student burning the midnight oil, the entrepreneur pitching her dream, or the athlete pushing her limits. Such eyes are a beacon of possibility. They remind us that success is not about luck, but about relentless effort and the courage to chase dreams. 6. The eyes of playfulness. A playful woman's eyes sparkle with mischief and joy, inviting others to share in her light-heartedness. This gaze can transform an ordinary moment into something magical. Think of Audrey Hepburn's iconic glances in films, effortlessly charming and full of life. In everyday encounters, this playful gaze might appear as a quick wink, a teasing smile, or the way her eyes crinkle when she's laughing. It's infectious, lifting the spirits of everyone around her. Such eyes remind us not to take life too seriously. They encourage us to embrace our inner child and find joy in the little things. 7. The eyes of passion. Passionate eyes burn with intensity, revealing the fire within a woman's soul. This gaze is captivating, driven by a deep love for what she does or believes in. Think of Frida Kahlo, whose piercing eyes reflected her fierce individuality and artistic passion. Whether it's an artist immersed in her craft or an activist fighting for change, these eyes inspire those around her to pursue their passions with equal fervor. Such eyes are a call to action. They challenge us to live authentically, chasing what sets our souls on fire. 8. The eyes of gratitude. Gratitude glows in a woman's eyes, softening her gaze and radiating warmth. It's the look of someone who appreciates life's blessings, no matter how small. Think of a mother holding her child, or a woman looking at a sunrise after a tough night. These eyes remind us to pause and cherish the beauty around us. They teach us that happiness isn't found in grand gestures, but in simple moments of appreciation. 9. The eyes of forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful emotions, and it shows in a woman's eyes. This gaze is gentle and understanding, offering a second chance without resentment. Such eyes remind us of the strength it takes to let go of pain and embrace healing. They encourage us to mend broken relationships and move forward with peace. 10. The eyes of wisdom. Wisdom shines in the eyes of a woman who has seen the highs and lows of life and emerged with grace. Think of Maya Angelou, whose eyes reflected her journey and the profound lessons she shared with the world. In daily life, these are the eyes of grandmothers sharing stories of resilience or mentors guiding the next generation. They remind us to seek knowledge and embrace the lessons life offers. As we conclude this exploration of the hidden language of women's eyes, let's take a moment to appreciate the depth and complexity that resides in every glance. A woman's eyes hold stories, emotions, and truths that words often fail to express. They are windows to her soul, reflecting love, mystery, strength, and everything in between. To truly understand these silent messages, you must look beyond the surface and learn to see with your heart, not just your eyes. Remember, the next time you meet a woman's gaze, pay attention. Is it inviting you to connect? Is it challenging you to see the world differently? Or is it simply offering a moment of unspoken understanding? The language of her eyes is not always easy to interpret, but it's always worth the effort. Approach it with curiosity and respect, for in doing so, you'll discover connections that transcend the ordinary. Here's the timeless advice to take with you. When you look into a woman's eyes, don't just see, feel. Her gaze can be a map to emotions you've never explored and places within yourself you've never visited. Let this be your guiding truth, one that inspires you to embrace the beauty and depth of human connection, starting with the simplest yet most profound act, looking into her eyes. Thank you for watching, and may you always remember the power that lies in understanding the unspoken language of the soul.